All right, we're live. Live. ABC 123. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in today's live. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 footage here. 7 different coverage here in central Israel. We got a lot going on, guys. A big night, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. Western Iran. So, what's going on? What's going on tonight? Well, we're going to talk. I will share some stuff here. It's about 6 a.m. in the morning in Israel. This is live. Cam's set up here. And this is in Tehran right here. We're going to go over this. What's going on? We got what I'm just hearing. My sources. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're going to talk. We got to talk because I was listening to Mark Levin on Fox. As you know, I'm a big MAGA supporter, Trump supporter, always will be. But I'm going to call out Mark Levin tonight. Here comes the guys. It's my opinion. I'm going to call out Mark Levin tonight for a couple of reasons. We're going to talk about what in the world's going on. And in The Godfather Part 2, who wants The Godfather Part 2? Show your age. When Sonny in The Godfather Part 2 went to that toll because of his sister who got beat up and went too quick and he died, why am I the only one saying this? Why am I the only person out there saying we got to go slow? Why do we have to be all in? So, silver spot price is almost $30 an ounce. That's crazy. It's crazy. A lot going on. And also with the tariffs, I mean, so far, I'm a little upset about that. Man, I sound like I'm not a Trump supporter. Let me tell you something right now. I'm a huge Trump supporter. I'm just giving out the facts, except for steel, right? So, right now, we got some crucial times with Donald Trump. So come on in. We're going to talk about what's going on. Right now, let me turn the camera around. I like to speak the truth, the facts, and all what's my thoughts. Again, if you're just coming in, I have faith on Donald Trump. But we're going to talk about, I'm going to say this again. I don't trust the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. Have trouble pronouncing his name. Hello, Lucas. I don't trust him, guys. Am I the only one who doesn't trust him in the chat? Yes or no? Am I the only one that doesn't trust? Definitely don't trust Iran. They made it clear for 50 years they're our enemy. But I'm not so sure we should be all in. I am not so sure we should be all in at the moment. You guys leave me your thoughts. Oh, I don't trust either one. I don't trust Israel. There's something about him I don't trust. And I don't trust Janine. Welcome and thank you for coming in once again and being a moderator. I got some live footage here. I do know that 35% of their bunkers are destroyed. 35 to 40%. That's good. And I'm going to go over A, B, and C. A, B, and C. I'll wait for some more to come in. So over here, we got, this is Tehran, excuse me. A lot of people say Iran, Tehran. That's that footage there. So I got that for you. And we're waiting to see, there's been a couple strikes so far. Uh-oh. Stay tuned, guys. And then we got over here, something's going on in Western Iran. Hello, Bruce. How are you? Donald, how are you? I'm going to lower the volume for a second so I can just give you guys what is going on. So far, I have to check some things out here on my side. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to lower this right now. It's an alarm going off on their end. I got some streaming apps here. Bear with me on this. There's 35-40% of missiles that are destroyed from Israel. This is the low. This is 6 o'clock in the morning right now. So we're looking at 6 o'clock over here in Tehran. Um, what we have is this. There's 224 people who have lost their lives in this war. 24 people from Israel have lost their lives. I don't trust either country. There's not many countries I trust. Um, I was watching Mark Levin once again on Fox, and I was really ready to call the station. And I like him, and he has a right in his opinion. But we got to be very careful, and that's why I am not. I'm Italian American. I think I can say this. This is why you got to be very careful on an Italian. I love Trump, but we got to be very careful. How many times do I have to say that? Why am I the only one? Why do we all have to? Just because I'm MAGA, we got to be very careful on this. This is a situation where Russia, we don't know if Russia's going to get involved. Now, I will say this. Russia, I don't think can handle two wars. Agree, yes or no? I don't think Russia can handle two wars. So, hold on, let me just check out something here. I got to make sure that everything is good. I don't think Russia can handle two wars, but they can certainly let go of one war and go all in and come after the United States. So that's why I think Mark Levin, if you watch Mark Levin today on a little while ago, not so sure we should be all in. I know we need to take them out. Now, right now, what I'm hearing is Donald Trump is still at the White House and he's not sleeping. He is still debating on A, B, and C. Now, A is this. A, first of all, the only way we can destroy their last bunker is United States plane, United States pilots, United States Air Force. They need to take out that bunker. But here's the problem. What I'm hearing, we're not 100% sure we even know where the hell it's at. We have an idea where it's at. So that's something else. Or we can let Israel go over there by themselves, right? Boots on ground, almost impossible, right? And then A, they can continue to shoot and try to find this area and with drones and stuff like that. So the most logical, if they want to destroy all their weapons, then United States would have to get involved and take out all their weapons. Now, that doesn't mean that's not going to take out all their nukes either, because what I'm hearing, there's nuclear bombs other parts of there in Iran. So it's not as fast as you think, and that's why Trump has not, on this Tuesday, has not go all in at the moment. Let's see what the alarm went off. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, Ozzy, I think I hope you guys aren't just agreeing with me because of me. You guys are 100% could disagree. This doesn't mean that we're supporting Trump. This is a situation, for me, we got to think. And when I say an Italian president, if anybody's Italian here, I'm not putting it down Italians. I'm just saying we are hot-tempered, right? We're hot-tempered. And that's why you got to really, and Trump kind of reminds me of an Italian sometimes, so we have to take this very, very slow process. We all know on here, in the chat, yes or no, Iran cannot have any nuclear. I think Democrats, Republicans, CNN, almost, I would say 100% of people realistically know that they cannot have any nuclears, right? Trump has been saying this for many years. Bill Clinton has said this for many years. Even Barack Obama said this. Let's separate politics just for a second. Can we just do that for a second? So we all know that. But it's not about if we destroy Iran, who we have to worry about. Mark Levin says we don't have to worry about. Bullshit. Bullshit. I don't want to hear, we don't understand Putin. Nobody can understand him. I'm a Trump supporter. Trump understood him before when he was president, but we don't know what's going on. There's reports he can have cancer. We don't know. I don't think he can handle two wars, but he can let go of one war. He can come after us. So what I'm saying is, let's get some more, let's make sure 100% we know where the bunkers are at, and to make sure we have the best of the best pilots, and making sure that we destroy that. And then we got to be careful. Trump has already warned there's been massive evacuation because we don't want to, kill innocent people. Guys, wars are just, it's never going to come out correct. Now, I guess Mark Levin was right about one thing. Well, he's right about a couple of things. I like Mark Levin. They've been doing this. They made it clear, Iran has made it clear that we're their enemy. They don't like us. And for me, only my opinion, I think they were behind Donald Trump's assassination. That's my opinion. Others will say no, it was just a lone wolf. It was that young man. Some will say no, it was the Democrats. So I know that. I know we need to take him out. Maybe this is the right time. All I'm saying is we can't go all in too quickly. That's it. Now I'm going to show you some coverage because the word is right now they're striking. Missiles are ready to go on Israel's side. Israel's been struck again. Again at 6 a.m. in the morning, or about, I guess to be honest, about 6:18 in the morning. I'm going to turn the camera around. So I'm going to give you, I got different coverages here. I'm going to back up here. It's kind of hard on this vertical, guys. I almost did not go vertical tonight. I'm trying to do the best I can here. Iran said today something big happened tonight that will be remembered for a long time. Oh, is that right? Whoa. Is that right? Gaiman, appreciate that, Gaiman, with Geeko. Thank you. Haven't seen you in a bit. Here's a buck because I appreciate you and your opinion as someone on the other side. I appreciate it. It's not, first of all, I appreciate that super chat. Thank you so much for getting the night started, and 100% go to the homeless. I appreciate it. It's just being realistic, and I don't want us to get caught up on, well, for me, CNN is just completely off, except for like Anderson Cooper, but I don't want us to lose it here. It's not even about Democrat, Republican. It's about our lives. We're dealing with nuclear weapons, and we don't know. I don't trust Israel either. And my prayers are with the people in Israel, but I don't trust the government. Something about the Benjamin Netanyahu, whatever the hell his name. I don't trust him. I get a good judgment of people. I knew that Fauci was no good before the pandemic even started. And I just don't trust any of these countries. I don't know what China's thinking right now. And when Mark Levin says we don't need to worry about anybody, well, I don't know what he was drinking tonight, what he was smoking tonight. And I'm sure if Mark Levin replays that, I'm sure Mark Levin out of Fox will say, I was wrong. You don't want to rush it. What is wrong with us? We're not playing a video game here, right? This is not a video game. This is real life. And when you're dealing with nuclear bombs and you're dealing with Putin, even if Putin doesn't have cancer, let's just say he doesn't. We all know he's nuts. And he has, he's invested with Israel and Iran, but he has more invested with Iran. Just look it up. And you don't know what he's thinking. He might be looking at Trump. I appreciate, hey, Gaiman, appreciate that so much. It's what you see is what you get here. And I've called out Trump. And I am a huge Trump supporter. And I'll call myself out plenty of times. So I think we need more of that these days. And I still feel that I'm confident that, thank God, we have Trump versus some other people. But all I'm saying, I appreciate that. I just got to be very careful, and I don't understand why people on one side are just seeing one side. Nobody on here. I'm just saying, and on the other side, I'm hearing some things. Well, I heard somebody, a reporter at a CNN, says, "Don't worry, we're going to be okay. Iran won't hit us." Well, that's not true either. Don't worry, Iran won't hit us. Well, that's not true either. I believe it wasn't Anderson Cooper. It was somebody on CNN or CNBC, excuse me. So anyhow, that's my thoughts. Christopher Green, hello. This is serious, guys, right now. I don't want to scare everybody, but I'll turn the camera around here. This is a delicate situation here, and in this world, because we still have, like I said, we have Russia and Ukraine. I'll say this again. I don't think Russia can handle two wars, but what makes you think that they can just go hands-on 100% on Iran, or excuse me, on Israel, and then come after us? This is serious business. Yeah, I'm reading some comments. This is and they're looking at us and they see the Democrat Party and the Republican Party here, and I mean the party itself and the people and the protests and the violence that's going here. And these other countries are saying, "Oh, look at them! Look at the United States of America! Look at the United States! Look how they are treating each other as men and women. Look at them! Look at the cars they're setting on fire. Look at both sides. What are they doing, right?" And they feed on this. They feed. When I say they, other countries like Iran. So again, if you're just coming in, welcome in. I don't trust Israel. I pray for Israel. I don't trust them. And I certainly don't trust Iran. So this is where the president earns. This is where it's a tough decision. Not as easy as you think. Even though Trump has made it clear today at the Oval Office. We've seen him today, right? We all seen that. He says, we warned them, we warned them, we warned them. And this is their last straw. They need to surrender. This is what Trump, I quote, this is not me. They need to surrender. They, Iran. And, we are behind Israel. These are the words of the President of the United States, Donald Trump. We lost coverage here. What happened here? So it looks nice and calm right now, and nothing, no missiles here anywhere. Thank God. But there's some cars passing, some motorcycles here. And this is in Tehran. Chicken Nugget, how are you? Welcome in. Missed you last night. If you're just coming in, we're just chatting, discussing this terrible war that's happening here between Israel and Iran, Tehran. Now, I did hear 35. Now it's 40% of missiles destroyed. So that's good. It is stressful because... Janine, thank you for me. It is a little stressful because, the uncertain. We're just uncertain. People don't like, humans don't like uncertain. We just don't know. I mean, how far do we get involved in this, that, whatever? And Trump's, and this whole thing with the tariff, again, it's been a little bit now, and I'm starting to get just a little bit upset because I want to see, more accomplished with that. But then again, on the flip side, Trump is coming in. You got to understand something. Trump, and by the way, thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Trump's coming in. Think about this, guys. He came into a massive earthquake, quote unquote, and dealing with the economy, dealing with, everything that's going on with the immigrants and trying to close the border and getting that under control, and then hoping that he could go into Russia and Ukraine and try to make peace. And it's just not working out. But remember, he did not get us into that war. So we got to remember, and it's still relatively early, so we shouldn't panic too much. But the problem is you got this heated up. Now, I said this on yesterday's live. I feel on yesterday's live, I wouldn't put it past Trump, because remember he said to Iran, remove your nuclear weapons. We don't want it. You can't have it. You're too dangerous. You made it clear you don't like us, so destroy them. So I'm wondering if Trump and Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, trouble saying his name, and I'm wondering if he said, hey, go ahead and start this. I don't know. Just my thoughts. What do you guys think? Yes or no? Yes, no, or maybe. I don't know. Do you think, Trump said, go ahead and we'll back you up? That's just a possibility I'm throwing out there. Maybe, and maybe I'm wrong. And maybe I'm 100% wrong and this was just time and overdue. But I can tell you this, Iran does not like us, never did. They made it clear. And they made it clear it's a religious war. They haven't got along and don't like the Israel. They do not like Israel. This is a religious, complicated war that goes back many, many, many years. Many years. And realistically, this is a complicated situation because you're dealing with our lives. So when I talk to people today, friends of mine, Republicans, I've talked to Democrats today just to pick their minds. Some people have been representatives, and I would say majority of people that I talk to are Trump supporters. Majority, not all, disagree with me, and they say no, 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 no. Hey, Lemon J, thanks for being here. And they say no, 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 Sal. We disagree with you, Sal. I said okay. Why? They said we need to do it now or never. They said we have to go in there and destroy them. And we need to use American planes, American pilots, and we're stronger and we're okay. That's their thoughts. But the other percentage of the conservatives or MAGA, they said they agree with me that we should go slowly, play defense. So I don't know what your thoughts are. But right now, the local time in Iran is about 6:21. And there hasn't been, and I'm looking on Twitter. I don't know, Lemon J, if you can find anything on Twitter, Lemon J, on Trump's tweets. Anything. I know Trump, last I heard, he was going to be up for a while. I'm back home, Chicken Nugget. Yes, back home in front of the TV with these multiple. Appreciate you guys. Let's say hello to everybody. Welcome in. And God bless America. God bless Trump. And we just got to, if you're just coming in for the first time, like and subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, come on board. And by the way, we helped out some homeless people again here in Las Vegas metropolitan area. Helped out a lady today, helped her out 2 weeks ago. And I'm hearing a lot of crap that she didn't say thank you. By the way, what are we talking about real quick? Just changing directions for a second if I could. We help out the homeless on here. Some are very thankful. Some will hug me. Some will shake my hand. Some don't want to be on camera. And I respect that. And some are just shy. And then some are like us. Some of us will go and write comments. That's great. Some of us talk a lot, like me. Some of us just watch the channel, enjoy it, don't want to get in fear. So we're all different. The lady was very grateful from the McDonald's and a water and some other things I got her. She was very thankful. She just didn't express it on camera. So let's not hate on that. Donald coming through. High five fist bump with the $2 super chat. Here's something for the homeless. I appreciate that, Donald. Thank you so much. Not unnoticed, guys. We appreciate that. It makes this channel could continue these lives and to help out the homeless when we can. Thank you so very much. And I had a very terrible comment today too. I wasn't gonna talk about it, but I am because I can't hold back sometimes. I didn't delete it, but the comment, and I quote, was this. The comment said, $500 on the view. $500 I get for the views, and I spend $20. I didn't even tell Maribel this yet. That's terrible. So somebody say that, I have to treat them like a little person, like a little kid. $500, you got to have millions of views. One day we'll get there. And when we do, $495 will go to the homeless, and $5 will go to my wife. So let's get something straight. I don't even know if you have millions of views. So when they say $500 for 23,000 views, that's not true. It's about $5 of ad revenue. So for that person who's watching, who maybe is coming in, it's just not true. It's just people that like to go into the channel and troll. And I usually don't comment on it, but just for me, I think it's just a little person probably not even allowed to be on there. So it's just terrible, but it's simply not that true. People don't realize on how YouTube works, okay? Yeah. All right, so let's turn around and see what we have. So I appreciate the donation tonight. Um, what the hell happened here? Whoops, sorry guys. All right, so sorry, I'm not happy with life. I got sick and I feel really hot inside my body, but I agree with you. Oh, chicken nugget, get better. Chicken nugget, get better. Anybody's feeling down today, because we are human, right? And I really mean appreciate you. Feel better. Drink some cold water, and get better soon. You will get better. Things pass. So we have enough of our own problems in our life, right, to worry about these wars. And it's not about being a Democrat or MAGA or Republican or independent or not caring. This is a situation. It's not a video game, but and that's why, I'm still confident on Trump, but it upsets me when you have people. I'm going to call him out one more time, Mark Levin. I lost a little respect from Mark Levin. I'll probably love him tomorrow, but I lost respect from him. I lost respect to Como. I've lost respect to these people. But you know what? It's their opinion. But when you say all in, do it now, like right now? Whoa, let's slow down a little bit. It's our lives. Don't we have a choice to say? And Trump knows that. So, complicated, very complicated situation. All right. Latest on Trump comments says conditional surrender. Yeah, that was the last one I read, Lemon J. Lemon J, thank you so much. High five, fist bump. That's the last thing I read as well. I'm thinking probably in the next couple hours, maybe less, you're going to have Trump is going to come. I'm sure Trump's going to make a decision one way or another. But there's the option. You have option A, B, and C. Let me turn the camera around. And they would be let Israel do this alone. But Israel cannot do this alone. Do we all understand that? What I'm hearing, Israel cannot go to that bunker. Oh, Donald, I missed that. Don't forget to like. Donald, appreciate that. Sorry, the chat was moving. I'm so sorry. I usually don't miss these super chats. Donald, high five, fist bump. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Sorry, everything froze up, guys. Let me, did I miss anything else? Not our fight. Let me read some comments here and we'll get into my opinion. Not our fight. Trump stopped sending so much money to Israel. We're always doing shit for them. That's a fair comment. Yeah. So Israel cannot do this alone. They don't have they don't have the plane. We have to do it. The United States has to do it. B is they can send boots on ground. I've said this before for those who are coming in, and perhaps get lucky. They're going to lose some. They're going to lose some military people. I'm referring to Ukraine, guys. Stay with me. Or excuse me. I'm referring to Israel. Sorry, I'm referring to Israel. They can do boots on ground, but it would probably take days. They'll probably destroy half of their army. And then the other way is they can get lucky, maybe fly one of their planes, but I don't think it's going to happen. They need our help. So, that's the choices, is that A, B, and C. And I think C is going to be probably the way to go. And that's involving the United States of America and hoping that we get in the right position, the right bunker, and destroy them. Not the people, but their weapons. Let me make this clear. When I say destroy them, let's say destroy their bombs and their weapons, and hope that they can find all their nuclear weapons that they have in Iran. So that we have here. This is central. So you can see here from the footage, everything seems to be calm here. I'm going to see if I can find some other footage here in a second. Again, there's been a couple of strikes back and forth today. A total of 224 people lost their lives between Iran and Israel. 24 in Israel. That's one is too many. 24 is too many, and 224 is too many lives. Bunker bombs. Another round of attacks on these bunker bombs. So I think what's going to happen, if I had to guess, that we will get involved in the United States. Trump's going to make that decision probably real soon. probably in overnight hours or before. And I believe we're going to be all in. That's up to you guys. Yes or no? Should we go all in? Is this the right time? And we got to hope and pray. Excuse me. Sorry about that. We got to hope to pray that they have that exact location. And Elvis, what's happening, Elvis, my friend? How are you? Good to see you in here. And hope they find our location, destroy all mass destruction, right? And we move on. Now, a lot of people are saying nothing would happen. Mike says no. A lot of people are saying, well, nothing would happen over tomorrow or the next day after we do that. But long term could be a problem. Like, Iran. See here. If Iran hits the U.S., where do you think they'll hit first? If Iran hits the U.S., I would say, Christine, that's a good question. I would say, probably back east. I would say probably back east, somewhere maybe New York, New Jersey, Detroit, somewhere like that. I think they would hit that. There wouldn't be any warnings, Christine. I'm not here to scare you. Let's hope that don't happen. But to answer your question, let's hope it doesn't happen. Cash Money says New York. Yeah, it would, in my opinion, New York, New Jersey, Detroit, Philadelphia area. That's what would happen. That would be my guess. But, hit New York, stay away from Florida. Iran hates United States. Happy, absolutely, 1975. Yes, you're 100% right. My friend, you're 100% right. They made it clear they don't like us. They've never liked us. And I know I sound like I'm going back and forth on this, but it's just complicated because God is with us, Debbie. Debbie, hello, Debbie. Great comment. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Debbie. Yep, God is with us. Amen. Can I ask you something? What's going on, Chicken Nugget? Are you feeling a little bit better? Andrew Miller, thank you for your comment. Appreciate you being here tonight. How you doing tonight? Hope all is well. I just don't trust any other country. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Frank. Appreciate everybody being in here. If I missed any of the super chats, thank you all. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. Appreciate the likes. LGBT, how are you? How you been, my friend? Good to see you. Always a pleasure seeing you pop up on here. God bless you. Jessa Waffles in the house. Chicken Nugget, I did not. Let me go back. Also, no, I'm still slowly relaxing. Donald, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Geeko sent another super chat and you missed it. Sorry about that, Donald. Thank you. Had problems with everything freezing, guys. I am so sorry. I normally catch every super chat. I am so sorry, but the chat has frozen up for a second. Now we're down to 94. Yeah, the whole chat has frozen down. Gaming with Geeko, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And Donald, thank you so much. Did I miss anything else? So sorry, guys. Everything froze up. Maribel, can you help me put that light on?
Yeah. I'm going to sleep now, okay? I'm going to sleep.
My chat keeps freezing up here. The Bird is Away podcast. How are you? Doing well. Carlos Rodriguez. Welcome in.
No, you say you're going to a war?
Well, not yet.
Or going
Question
she's
from my
scared.
wife, are we going into war?
Oh, my daughter texting. She's
Hi,
scared.
Rox, how are you?
She's scared.
Chat seems like it's okay right now. It's just on my end, it froze up a little bit, so I missed some super chats and donations. I appreciate. What did you think of the shooting in Minnesota? Horrible, horrible, chicken nugget. We touched on that last night, and just sad all the way. It doesn't matter. We got to the point now. Well, was it a Republican? Was it a Democrat? Sometimes I think this world is just so upside down still. Just a waffle. Have a good night. It's just sad, but I guess on the bright side, if there's anything bright, there was 47 other people on that list. The question was the Minnesota Senate, the Senate representatives who got gunned down, and 2 are critical but stable, I believe. There was 47 other people on that list that he was going to take out. The guy who was impersonating the cop. Very sad. And it's sad that we're worried about, was it a Democrat or Republican? I mean, that doesn't make sense to me either. It just doesn't make sense. All right, let's continue. Sometimes I just wonder what happened to us. No, I'm not in Israel. It doesn't matter if it's Democrat or Republican. That guy's not. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, man, you think like I do on that particular. I mean, it shouldn't matter. I mean, people say, "Oh, it was a Republican," or "Oh, it was a Democrat." Doesn't matter. I mean, make sure he gets punished for it. And he'll probably end up getting a death penalty. Shannon, how are you? Welcome in. Sorry, Sal, I got to go get my medicine. I don't know if I'll be back. Hey, Chicken Nugget, a couple deep breaths, my friend, and lots of water. You'll be better. You'll be better. Stay confident. Stay positive, Chicken Nugget. Maybe get a little rest. Watch a little movie. You'll be good. You'll be good. Trust me. Trump 28, London, welcome in, welcome in. Let me see what I can find. See if I can find some other footage here real quick, guys. Let's see what else I can find here. So give me a second. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you, Donald. So, right now, if you're just coming in, Trump's got to make this decision. Do we take out their last and final bunker? Oh, here we got something here. What we got here? I think this was earlier. This was earlier, guys. Today. This was Israel emergency. Just some of the mass destruction. Look at this. Just a little bit of the what these bombs can do, guys. Bombs can do here. If you're just coming in, 224 people have lost their lives between Israel and Iran, and 24 people from Israel. This is just some of the mass destruction here. Continue to strike here. Mass destruction. Mass destruction. Daryl Jones. Welcome in, Daryl. Appreciate you. Sad, guys. Either way you look at it, it's very sad. These people are innocent people, just like Americans, working. How far? How far do we get involved, guys? How far does Donald J. Trump push the button? Meaning the button. How far do we go? Do we go as far to find their final bunker and take it out and hope that we get it and destroy it and say, that's it, you won't see them anymore? When I say them, not the people. He got the people evacuated, but I'm sure there's a lot of people who couldn't get out. So we got to be very careful on that as well. I'm referring to the people in Iran. Got to really understand. You got kids there too. And this is, guys, a religious war between Israel and Iran that goes back many, many years with the Jewish community. And I don't know if we will ever understand the whole thing. This is the Israel and Iran exchange, fresh attacks overnight. So this was overnight last night. Overnight. Dawn, yeah, all about money. All about money. That's what it comes down to. But in this war, it's money and also religion and their beliefs that goes way back. One woman died on this strike here today. You know, innocent woman lost her life over two countries that hate each other. And now want to involve, now we get involved, the United States, and I am a Trump supporter. And I'm just giving you my opinion, we don't need to go too fast. Where a lot of my friends that are Trump supporters and MAGA disagree with me. And so they're saying, nope, we got to go all in right away, Sal. Right away. Let's go. And I just disagree. I disagree. I don't think they should have weapons. I think we need to eventually destroy that bunker, but there's no rush. But others would argue with me. Well, Sal, you're wrong. You know, they're capable of shooting one nuclear our way. So, but they haven't done it, guys. You know, that's the thing. And thank God. Thank God they haven't done it, right? Thank God. So that alarm noise that goes off, that usually gives them, the people, about 10-15 minutes to hit that bunker.
I remember Puerto Rico with the hurricanes.
Oh, is that the same sound?
No, it's like a tsunami coming. You remember? Oh my God. It's terrible.
So we'll see, guys. Chicken nuggets back. Well, let's see what happens overnight. What Trump does.
I hope you don't do nothing. Someone will be here.
Oh, Chicken Nugget says, hello, wife.
Alright, telling I'm getting ready to get my...
She's ready to go get another bird. Chicken Nugget. Another bird. No, Sal, you're exactly correct. We should act out now. That makes war. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Neil, this is just my opinion. And I like to use that expression. The first thing that comes to my mind is, for those who watched The Godfather Part 2, and it was only a movie, and the other mob that hurt, or it was, forget the actor who beat up his sister. He went through that whole You got to go slow. You cannot react on emotions here, and we got to be very careful not to jump on this too quickly. And I think Trump knows that, and so I think Trump is realizing that we got to be very careful on this. And yes, we can wipe them off the planet, and we can take it. We can wipe them off. We can destroy all their.
He knows it people, Sal.
No, not the people, Maribel, but we can make it clear, not the people. Unfortunately, though, there's going to be people that are going to lose their lives in Iran. It's unfortunate, but to take out their bunkers and their nukes, and wouldn't that be great? So that would be good. That would be fantastic. Well, Sal, what's the problem then, right? That would be good. We take them out. We find their source. We find out that bunker. And by the way, what I'm hearing, they're not 100% sure where that bunker is. They're pretty confident it's in 3 areas. So let's say they get lucky on the first try. Boom, wipe them out, right? And we knock out their nukes, right? So now we took care of that. And now Israel's happy. So they stopped the killing, right? All right, let's fast forward. Now we go on for a month or 2. Guys, I'm not worried about the next day or the next month. I am worried about longer term, like in a year from now. And we don't know where is China on this. And we do know, and Russia and Putin has made it clear that he is backing up Iran. Now, the question I will share with you, or I feel, I don't think he can handle 2 wars, Putin. Almost impossible to handle both wars. But what makes you think that he can't pause that war and go all in and come after us and Trump, you know? And so that's the question with Putin. Personally, what I think, I would have took Putin out long time ago. First of all, we should be in the war. I hate to keep saying it over and over. We all know we should be in this war. It was an administration that was run by a committee that was terrible. But with that said, when Trump got into office, and I'm not knocking Trump, it's just my opinion. What the hell do I know? I'm a YouTube guy, right? I would have took Putin out. I would have took Putin out in the second week. I would have found out who his chef was, his personal trainer. I would have figured it out. Speaking of money, I would have paid him off and took him out. Took the best people out there. I would have hired a couple guys named Joey and Vinny and a couple Irish guys behind that and a few other friends and took him out. That's what we should have done. That's the person we should have got rid of. Then you got rid of him. I know the next one's coming up, but you buy some time. Then you go ahead and make it clear and you make like you're on Israel's side, because I don't trust Israel, guys. Let me make this clear. Not the people. It's just like when people didn't like Biden. They didn't like Biden. They didn't hate us, other countries, right? But I don't trust this Benjamin Nehu, whatever the hell his name is. You can see he's a phony. He's a phony. Remember me saying this. Remember, that YouTube was right, that guy. And but I would have took Putin out, and then I would pretend that I am with you, Israel. We are with you. We're all in, right? And keep him happy. And then take out the Iran bunkers and mass destruction and their nukes, right? Then you go ahead and do your tariff tax. That's the order. Tariffs on China. Then you work and negotiate with China, because now you got China now you got their attention, right? Because they're almost broke, but now you got their attention. Oh my God, United States is for real. And let me make it clear about China. Don't feel bad for China, because with that fentanyl, and let's even back up even farther, with COVID, that was on them, not the people, not the Chinese people. Does not hate, but on their government. And that Dr. Fauci, what a piece of shit he is. And I like to live to see, hope that he lives and goes to prison, because there's no doubt in my mind that he knew what the hell was going on. So this is going in a big circle. But that's the order I would have went into. I would have took out Putin, find out where Putin was, French fries and onion rings. How are you? And figured out who was feeding him, his chef, paid him off, and took him out. Now I think it might be a little too late for that. So anyhow, back to this war. It's not that easy. And but I can be wrong. We can wake up tomorrow or on Friday and figure out the bumper and the nukes, took them out, and we high five and fist bump Israel, and they're our friends, and we made it clear to China China's worried and everything will be fine, right? And we'll be going in the right maybe, but maybe not. So, all right. Oh, Rocket Willie. Oh, no regrets. Me either. You kidding me? No, don't even get me going with that. No, and I know people are going to come in here and maybe see. That's the thing. People will hear someone talk. Well, say, wait a minute. Is he a Republican? No, I'm just being realistic. That's all. All right. But yeah, no. If we were in a situation, if we had another president, forget Kamala Harris. Forget her for a second. But if we had the ambassador lady, Nikki. I said this last night, Nikki Haley, or if we had another president right now, except for Marco Rubio, I think we'd have been okay. We'd be in some problems right now. So no, Trump is definitely, for me, the best president in the situation that we're in right now. But let's be realistic, guys. A lot of us won't admit this, and here comes the booze at me. And go ahead, give it to me. He is a little bit hot-tempered. I'm hot-tempered, but I'm not the president. He is a little hot-tempered, right? He does remind you of the Sonny actor in The Godfather. He does remind you of a hot-tempered Italian or Irish. It doesn't make him bad, but in a situation like this. So I'm sure people around him like Marco Rubio, J.D. Vance, and other representatives and cabinet members are probably saying, and I'm sure Trump wants that. So what's your thoughts? Let's read some comments. We're on a little commercial break. They're on a commercial break. They were just showing us footage that was what happened last night while we were most of us were sleeping overnight hours. No, that footage I just had on right now is, well, I don't know. Now it says breaking news live coverage. I think they're showing the time. This might be live here. This might be some live footage here. This is breaking here. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if this is updated or not. Trump doesn't play around, no? If you're new to the channel, appreciate you guys coming in first time. It looks like this might be live coverage right here. But then again, it is. No, this is not live. No, 100% not live here. This is footage they're showing from earlier this evening, because this is night and it's morning hours there now. Right now it's about 6, I don't know, maybe close to 7 o'clock in the morning there. So, but nonetheless, this is some of the stuff that's happening there between these two countries that are very relatively close. Here's another thing I want to share with you guys too. Speaking of which, they're so close, both countries, with nuclear and stuff like that. They're shooting nukes off. They can very easily go back in that direction. And both Israel and Iran could be, a lot of it could be destroyed, right? That's another situation that I haven't heard anybody talk about at all. When I say they, like Fox or any other news, or even Wall Street Journal. Wall Street Journal is pretty good. Guys, I encourage you guys, I don't have anything with Wall Street Journal or anything like that. I encourage you guys to read the Wall Street Journal. Go on Google and download the app. It's free. And it really gives you up-to-date information and gives you information that, for me, doesn't favor either side. It just gives you the news, like Walter Cronkite and their perspective, but it's pretty fair. It's not even about fair. They just speak realistically what's happening. So Bob's in the house. Hello, Bob. Cat Can, how are you? Audrey, how are you? Rizzo, what's going on? Appreciate you guys being here. I'll turn the camera around if there's anything that comes in live, but right now it's just continuing showing some footage of what happened in the last couple hours in their evening hours. Chicken Nugget says, I need to go to bed. Have a good night, and I'll see you around. Please stay safe. And you stay safe and feel better, Chicken Nugget. Hope you're feeling a little bit better. Hopefully you got on here and get your mind off of some things and get better soon. Mike Hernandez, how are you? 1978. I hear you, Trump. Martial law. Let's go, Trump. Let's go, Trump. But very careful, Trump. Let's see here. Impeach the loser. I'm reading some comments. I disagree. Little Cheez-Its in the house. Long-time subscriber. Everybody said hello to Little Cheez-It. Mega's in the house. How are the gas prices? Gas is going up again. And gas is going to continue to go up with this. Another thing, this is more money that's spent. First of all, lives. People, first of all, we got 224 people who've died. And that's too many. But it's going to cost us more at the pump. Eventually, gas prices are going to go right back up. Let's just be realistic, guys. Oh, no, they won't. They're going to go up. They're going to go up. Let's continue. Thanks. Yeah, 60 likes. Appreciate it. How's Biden and Kamala doing? How about them? How are they doing right now? Gavin Newsom for president. I don't know what you're drinking, but send me some of that good drinks that you have on your end. I appreciate it.
He's crazy.
Robert says, yes, sir, they will go. Yeah, they're going to go up. There's no doubt in my mind that the gas is going to go right back up. And we're going to feel it at the supermarket. But real quick, guys. Again, if we don't do anything, because I'm not saying not to do anything. I'm saying play defense. Defense wins championships, like my Philadelphia Eagles. Defense wins championships. Slow process, being smart, defeat the enemy. Running too quick, a lot of times, not all the time, end up very, very bad situation. So let me make it clear. And to make it clear, I am a Trump supporter and I support Trump. But I also worry about my family, your family, in the United States of America. So we got to be very smart. But if we sit back and don't do anything, then who knows what can happen, right? Then we can have big problems. And I'm not even referring to any kind of nuclear, because I don't think it will happen with Iran. I really don't. But who I'm worried about, and I've said this 100 times already, who I'm worried about is Russia. Because that guy is nuts. Putin is nuts. And when Trump says, what happened to him? What happened to him? Well, maybe when Trump was president, his first term, Trump knew him a little bit more. But he was crazy then too. But Trump kind of kept him in check, right? Now he's completely nuts. And people are coming in for the first time and don't understand why Russia's involved. Oh, Russia's so much involved. Russia is watching every minute, every hour of the outcome of this Israel and Iran and United States war. Because I say United States because I'm almost 90% tomorrow morning or the next day or even sooner, Trump will make that announcement that we're taking out that last bunker and going to wipe out Iran's mass destruction and weapons, not the people. So we are involved. I actually think we're involved already. For the words that Trump is using, think about it. The words that Donald Trump is using, your final warning. You had 60 days. You had a week. We've given you warnings. We told the people to evacuate. All the words he's saying gives all indication that he is all in this war. Now, I wouldn't call it a World War III. Where the World War III comes in at is another country, just for an example. I'm not picking on Germany. And I'm just saying, I'm just calling out a country. Germany. No defense. And Germany gets pissed off. And they feel like it's not right. And they back up, one side or the other in Israel. Now it becomes a World War III. Or China. Or North Korea. Something like that. There's where it gets very complicated. But I think Trump has made it clear some of these other countries like Italy, Germany, UK, Canada, even some of them don't approve on his tariff tax. I think they made it clear that they respect a leader like Donald Trump. So I think we're okay on that. But what we're not okay on is Russia. I don't trust them. I think they could be worse than Iran, or both are bad. So I don't trust them. And again, that's a war that we should never be in, but that's water over the dam. And I think Trump needs to stop talking about that as well. And I think I will too, because now we need to move forward. We all know that Biden's administration got us involved. Excuse me one second. Jack, welcome in. Appreciate you, Jack. We don't need to go to war. Canada does respect Trump. Don't blame it on Biden. Now, come on.
Dad, are we going to war?
Not yet.
Dad, what Glover was reading on it.
We're involved in the war.
Mommy.
Jack, I hear you, Jack. Amen. Jesus is the King. Amen. Still cleaning up Biden's mess. Absolutely. 100% high five fist bump. I think that was from Elvis.
¿Tú estás trayendo eso?
Chicken Nugget says he appreciate you guys, meaning helping out the homeless. Lizette. Chicken Nugget says he appreciate you guys helping out the homeless.
Of course.
They said, of course, thank you. Trump supporters or not, I'm just curious. You know, this is not about Trump supporters, MAGA. This is not about the left or right. We got to stop this, guys. This is about, I've just already said my opinion and being real. This is about the correct decision for the American people. It's never about Donald Trump. Let's make it clear. It's never been about, first of all, let me just say this. The previous administration, even Stephen A. Smith, Democrat, even Bill Maher, even Anderson Cooper, most moderate Democrats, most American people knew that this administration was run by a committee, was not run by a president. We were taken advantage of. And most people would say we should not be in a war. He got us into this mess.
It's hot here.
Here, I got to do something, guys.
It's 109 outside. You don't feel like that.
She's talking. You're talking. I'm doing a
Oh, look at the ball.
Because I don't want to go outside.
It's hot. It's like 109.
Sorry, guys. Had to put the air on for my wife. So anyhow, Trump goes in and tries to fix the countries. Custom one, thank you for your comment. Thank you, Mike M. Either way you look at it, guys, that's what I was saying. It's not about Trump. It's not about the previous committee, donors, whatever you want to say, Biden's administration, right? Whatever you want to call it, right? It's not about Barack Obama. We can go back and forth and point fingers at the previous presidents. It's about now. It's about our present time. We know that President Biden, most people are going to say he's going to go down as the very worst administration ever, behind Clinton, right? And the questions on Trump is this. You know, right now, as far as his where he stands, is a situation where I'm not really worried about him right now. I'm worried about us. What are we going to say as Democrats, Republicans, independents, blacks, whites, and gays, bis, whatever? When are we going to say it's about us? This is a situation that could get easily out of hand and could end up mass destruction to the United States of America and cripple our economy. So we need to stop and say these names about on the other side of Hitler, meaning referring to Trump, and dictator and the king. By the way, that king, that showed everything I need to know about people like AOC and Gavin Newsom. That was horrible. I don't even know what the hell it was. No king. You understand Americans never had a king. So that there, do you guys understand that other countries, as Kyrock says, hello, Maribel, do you understand other countries look at that stuff and they say, oh my God, the people on the other side are on the left, you know, are saying, they're calling President Trump the king. Is it true? It shows that we're weak. But on the other side, we had 250-year anniversary of our military, our army. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I think it needs to stop. I think that this party, whatever's left of this Democrat Party, somebody, I've said this multiple times on these live streams, guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome in. I'm Sal, your host. I've said this many times and spread this word. I think somebody needs to make a stand. I don't know who it is on that party and say, look, I don't agree with Trump, what he's doing on as far as tariffs and some of the situations. They need to say it like this on some of the issues, but we need to support Trump on this, whatever way he goes on this war, and then voice their opinion and show us what they can do better, because they never have a plan, like tariff tax, right? A lot of it I don't like, but I don't know what else we can do. Does the Democrats know what else they can do? Okay, and then on immigration, on ICE, they want to remove ICE. If we remove ICE, then these people, not all, but some of them are rapists, murderers, could hit our family at any time. They never have, since Bill Clinton administration, they never come up with anything and say, well, Mr. Trump, Mr. Rubio, J.D. Vance, whoever the next president is, we have this. Can we work this out? What happened to that? And on the other side, I wish it'd be more like myself to come out and say, whoa, not so fast. So that I just say that. It needs to come together. So. We got 79 likes in here tonight. Appreciate you guys. I think this here might be, yeah, it looks like a little strikes in the sky there. Now, some of these missiles that you might see here, thank you, 80 likes. Appreciate each and every one of you who hit the like tonight. I really do. Thank you so very much. Some of these are get intercepted in the sky, so some of these missiles, when you do see them, let's hope we don't see anymore, but if we do, they're getting intercepted. Victor says, Sal, in my opinion, we don't need another war. I think you meant you don't. There's some there. Yeah. Yeah, and there's going to be, guys, if I asked in this chat, if I didn't ask, like, who's a Republican, who's a Democrat, and asked that question about do we need another war, I probably should have put the poll and I didn't. I bet you it would be 50-50. It probably would be 50% or close to it. Maybe 60-40 one way or another, right? It's not even about, for me, a Democrat, Republican, Independent. What's up, brother? Remixun? Evans in the house. Good to see you, Jason. Appreciate you guys. Recognizing some names I haven't seen in a while, and recognizing some names I see a lot. If you're new, like and subscribe if you like the content. Trump supporters trying to justify his unconstitutional acts, Colin. I hear you, Shannon. The air is on, Maribel. Sal, what do we actually get out of the relationship with Israel? I can't figure it out. Jack, that's a good question. I've been asking that question all day, Jack. Jack, this is all about can't trust Iran, Jack. It's not so much what do we get from Israel. The question is what we don't want from Iran. They made it clear they hate us, they hate Israel, and we've always pretty much, in basic English, have had Israel's back. We have your back. We're with you, right? And I agree to some extent. I mean, I agree on backing up Israel, of course, between the both, but I don't trust them. I just don't trust. It's not the people. Let me make this clear, because I know people will put words in my mouth. It's not the people in Israel. It's the government and how it's being run. I don't trust them. If I had to pick the two, who I would trust more, probably would lead towards Israel. But let's make it clear, you can't trust either one. And with the Russia war in Ukraine, Russia's made it clear for many years that they don't like us. And then you have a dictator who really is a dictator, Putin, who's off. And when Trump used those words, what happened to Putin? I called him out because, what do you mean? What Trump should have said is, what happened to Putin? Because maybe he should have added in, I had him where I had him. I don't know. You can never trust Putin, Trump. So, but then again, if we had another president right now, like Kamala Harris, or imagine Gavin Newsom, I think we'd be in some serious problems, guys. I want everybody to think about that. Imagine if we had Gavin Newsom or Kamala Harris. I'm not even going to mention Joe Biden or Pete Buttigieg. We can name Elizabeth, what's her name? Pocahontas? Elizabeth. Oh, imagine Elizabeth Warren as the president of the United States right now with these conditions going on. It would really be troubled times, in my opinion. Or even another Republican president. The only one I would feel confident right now in this situation is J.D. Vance, possibly, and Marco Rubio. And I might be missing one other person. That's about it. But yeah, to your question, we don't get much from Israel. Trump's the GOAT. What's up, Billy French? Good to see you on here. Glenn, how are you? Mega full. Appreciate you guys being here tonight on this Tuesday. Hope everybody's doing well in the conditions we're in. I mean, thank God right now that we don't have any of these attacks or missiles flying in our neck of the woods. And the question was asked about an hour ago or a half hour ago, where would they hit? I would say they would hit New York first, or Jersey, or Philly. When I say hit, I don't mean like hit with nuclear, God forbid. I'm talking about trying to destroy. See, the thing about Iran is I don't trust them on attack like airplanes. I hope nobody's flying right now or want to fly, things like that. Another 9/11, Yeah, I got that guy. Thank you. Try not to pay attention to the little people, aka trolls. 8:37 in the West Coast here in Las Vegas, and I think about 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock in the morning over there. In Israel. Let me see what we got here. Thank you, Lemon J. Appreciate it. Hold on one second, guys. I'm trying to see if I can figure out anything on Trump as far as him trying to get that last bunker and figuring out what plane, when are they going to do this? All right, hold on. What we got here? President Trump updates. No, I don't see anything. Trump's warning to Iran. Oh, here we go. This might be something coming in here. If you're just coming in and you see me outside with a cigar, it's just way too hot right now to be outside. Let's see what I got here.
A discussion on Iran, and I quote, striking the facilities is on the table. Reports of explosions are coming out of Tehran, the capital of Iran. I'm Yair Pinto, and this is a live edition of Boots on the Ground, an update that gives you all the information.
What's up, Doggy Boy 88?
And this war. So we have reached the end of the 5th day of direct conflict.
Have a good night if you're jumping out.
And the Revolutionary Guards have been hit hard. The
King Trump,
the
king
in the Middle East, that is in charge of all the terrorist organizations that carried out their attacks on October 7th, and after that, more than 600 days of attacks against Israel, is paying the price at this very moment. And latest report claimed that the situation is intensifying for Iran. So stay tuned as we dive into every detail. First, today's headline.
Never had a king, Shannon. You're right.
Is that Donald Trump takes credit.
10 more likes, we get to 100. Very nice. Thank you, Mike.
Leader of Iran. We control Iran's skies. For now, we will not kill you. We know where you are. This is according to Trump, and the supreme leader received this warning. Our patience is running out. He then demanded Iran's unconditional surrender. Reports say that the United States is moving fighter jets and refueling aircrafts into the region. Is the brutal bomber already within reach of Iran? And I'm talking about the bunker buster mega bomber that the United States of America has. Our senior correspondent, Mati Shoshani, will explain whether the United States is about to make a fateful decision in this war. We are talking about the F-22S, the F-35S, B-2S of the United States Air Force that are now being deployed in the area. Trump made it clear that he seeks not a ceasefire, but a complete end to the nuclear program of the Islamic Republic of Iran.
There you go, guys. You heard it.
And the second
complete
headline
end
is that
of their nuclear weapons.
Stated
power.
Iran will not obtain a nuclear weapon. This is the president.
Shannon, I appreciate you, Shannon. I really do. I'm reading your comments. Thank you so much for being here, Shannon, and your support.
Is shifting fighter jets to the
I hear you, Doggy Boy
and
88.
expanding their deployment to strengthen defenses amidst the Israel-Iran war. The third headline for today is Iran's high command, and they are fleeing. The next phase will be painful. I cannot give details, but today the IDF eliminated Iran's new chief of staff, the man closest to Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. After Ali Shadamani,
So this guy was eliminated. This guy here was eliminated. Just bringing you guys up to date a little bit.
Khamenei's newly appointed
They're all
commander of
eliminated.
the Revolutionary Guards and Iran's army was terminated.
We cannot
in a
forget
night
October
strike
7th.
in central
Debbie,
Tehran,
you're exactly right.
capital of Iran. And the IDF spokesperson said another hit to Iran's military chain of command. The head of the military intelligence stated that soon will break through into additional arenas.
Appreciate it,
Iran.
Mike.
The IDF is
Thank you
keeping
for being
the
here late
IRGC,
night, Mike. Appreciate
the
you.
Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, not only from the air, but we have reports in Iran that say that there's no cash in any ATMs also. They're signaling that this is also a cyber attack. And after a wide cyber attack on the IRGC linked Sefah Bank, these are the results.
It's the guy
on
who's
ground
talking
in
here.
Iran. Soon, after military intelligence found breakthroughs in additional domains, Iranian outlets reported a cyber attack that paralyzed much of the banking system in Iran, and citizens could not withdraw money. Power outages and internet disruptions followed as the Israeli Air Force resumed strikes on Iran, including around the Shiraz and western.
All right, I'm going to
Iran.
pause this guy
Iran
a little bit, and he's given
cyber
us
attack.
a little bit more information. A lot of it, some of us know on here. Some of us, we don't understand what's going on. I will explain this, or some we do understand. We do understand that wars never end up the best for anybody. A loss of lives, and we got to understand something on both sides. A lot of these people, are kids and women and men. There was a question about what Israel helps us out with. Very little. I don't trust them. I don't trust Iran. And as far as a comment, somebody probably just joking around, probably somebody young in here. If you're young, you don't belong on here. But saying Iran don't have nukes, simply not true. They have nuke. They made it clear, and they have plenty of nukes. But Israel is taking a lot of them out. What is happening right now is why Trump wants to get involved. There's one bunker that's there in a couple locations. 3 locations they have it. Very relatively close. They're not 100% sure, but one of those spots, maybe all 3, but one of those spots. And unfortunately, Israel doesn't have the proper plane or weapon to go that deep. And I forget how deep it is, but it's deep. To just remove it, destroy it, simply destroy it. Go in. Okay. Who can do that? Well, there's one, and that's the United States. We have the plane, we have the proper pilots, and we can do it. But that means we get involved. So we go there, say tomorrow or the next day. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Some places already Wednesday. So let's say conversation tomorrow. Trump gives the okay. He comes on TV. He says his thing. He wouldn't say we're at war. He would just say, I gave him, he's going to continue to say, John H., how are you, John? Hey, we cannot have these nukes. We have a location. Even if he doesn't know, Trump's not going to say. He's going to say we know the location. And they got to be careful on what they say to us, too, because with all this media and social media and YouTube, you see how much I got, and I'm just a small YouTube channel. What I was able to bring up, what do you think they can bring up? All right, so let's get to this. So now let's say they go in there, United States get involved, we go there, and we mass destruct, and we take care of almost all their bad weapons, remove all their nuclear plants. It's finished. In Italian, fonu. Okay, very good. We did it. No, that's good. Now Israel says thank you very much. They high five. They have a glass of water because Trump doesn't drink, and everything's nicey nice. But it'll be nicey nice as far as we don't have to worry about Iran. But I hate to make it more complicated. I'm going to say this for the 3rd time. You guys can disagree at any time. Do we trust Russia? Will Russia say, oh, thank you very much. You did us a favor. No. Russia made it clear that they support Israel, but they support Iran more. So we're not out of the woodwork with Putin alive. We're in better shape, but we don't know what that does to his head. But on the other side, if we don't do anything, now we got to worry about Iran. We don't know where Russia is with Ukraine. So I don't have all the answers, but I know we definitely shouldn't rush into this. That's where I stand. Britain is there with America. Yep, Britain, Italy. As far as I know, Germany, I believe Germany is with us. But they're not saying too much. But I know Britain is with the United States. Italy, and that prime minister, she's a badass. And their president is with the United States. Canada is with the United States. China, what I'm hearing is they're involved with, they have relations with Israel and also Iran. I don't trust China at all. How can we trust China? Look what they did. Look how many people not the people, but the government of China. Did we forget what COVID did and that pandemic did? And with the fentanyl, so I don't trust China. So those are the 2 I'm worried about. And then you got to worry about North Korea. I don't know where the hell North Korea is with all this. So, but that's what's going on. So I guess you can say, well, let's just take one breath at a time and hope that we get through this and hit the right area. Yeah, Korea. We don't know what's going on in North Korea. I don't think they know or they care what's going on. Russia has denied access for Iranian cell. I hear you, John. I right now though, John, I just don't. I just don't trust any of them right now. I really don't. I really don't. But I will say this. At the end of the day, I'm glad that we have a real leader with Donald Trump. I'm really confident with Marco Rubio. He's a very smart man, very smart. Don't ever underestimate Marco Rubio. I am a big fan of Marco Rubio, and I believe that Marco Rubio is really involved in this more than you think. Remember that, and I'm sure Marco Rubio is the one that's probably keeping Trump calm a little bit, not to react real quick, along with J.D. Vance. One of my friend's dads is in Iran this minute. Oh my goodness. Pray for him. Let's hope that. I do know this, that they give them with that sound that we were hearing earlier, John. I don't know how long you've been in here. That woo, that sound that gives them an indication of 10 minutes to get to a bunker. And I understand that they have, a lot of bunkers. I'm referring to. Oh, you said Iran and Israel. Iran. Well, he's in Iran. Oh, that's scary. I think Iran has the same things though. The bunkers there. This is not the first time this has happened with Iran and Israel, but now it's looking very serious on the outcome. I think Israel has made it very clear that Iran is their enemy, and they're behind this religious war. I think Donald Trump has made it clear. We gave him a warning. Iran's never liked us. They never liked any president. They don't care. You think they care about who's running the world? They just don't like us. They never did. Let's see here. That's complicated. But again, like I was saying a little while ago, wars are just, we got 99 likes. We got one more like. We hit 100. Appreciate you guys. If you're here for the first time, I appreciate you guys, all new subscribers. Appreciate you being here. We're live almost every day. At the end of the day, we help out the homeless here. One thing, guys, we'll get off the topic just for a second here. And helped out many homeless again today and yesterday and over the weekend and Father's Day, me and my wife, and many of you guys who help us out and support us, whether it's donations, liking, the subscribing, memberships, another way to help out. We got to 100. Richard, thank you for being here, long-time subscriber. The good news is we got more accomplished today in helping out homeless. Let me make it all clear. Me and Maribel are just a small piece of it. You guys are a big piece of it, but what's even bigger is there's other channels and other YouTube channels that are actually starting to do some things like this. Some have been doing it before me. Each one has their own little way. There was a woman giving out water yesterday. I forget her name, her and her mom, and they did very, very well. There's churches, and they're all helping out. At the end of the day, we don't ask them who they voted for. We don't ask them if they're, what nationality they are or what country they're from. We know that the right way to come here is legal, right? I get it, but we don't ask them when they're starving on the street. We want to make sure we help out our homeless in that area. But we had some good news today. Helped out many homeless today and yesterday. Sal, what do you think? A Doggy Boy 88. Lives in Israel and the Middle East. Idea. That's very dangerous, Doggy Boy 88. That's a good comment. Then again, here we go. We're in a danger zone. So I don't have all the answers, but I do know this. One more time, Iran has made it clear that they do not like Israel and they do not like the United States. Whether it's Trump president, Barack Obama president, a committee president, or we just had whatever, they don't like us. They made it clear, and they can never underestimate what they can do with their nukes, and Trump knows that because they're nuts. So, Jocelyn, how are you? Trump said no new wars. Yeah, that war, Martin, thanks for your quick response. Appreciate you. That's, again, if you're just tuning in all fairness, some people are just coming in. A lot of people don't realize that it's a religious war between Israel and Hamas. Hamas. Iran is the head of Hamas. Those all been going back many, many years. A lot of it is money and religious. And now, and I say now we're involved. We always been somewhat involved, right? Thank you. We have 107 likes. Look, guys, we can go on and on, but we won't. This is a complicated situation, and Trump knows that. And if the outcome ends up where, for an example, Trump, they find out the wrong bunker and a plane gets destroyed, let's say they hit the wrong area and something happens to Americans or that plane or our soldiers, right there the tables turn for Donald Trump. And also more of that than the tables can turn for us. So that's why I believe tonight I'm sure they probably went to bed now, but I'm sure they'll get up early in the morning. When I say they, the cabinet members and Marco Rubio and JD Vance, particularly those two and Donald Trump, and one or two others will be together with their coffee and espresso and saying, okay, what do we do now, Mr. Trump? And that's when Trump looks to Marco Rubio, and I believe Trump's going to be all in. Enough's enough, and we can't trust him. And maybe Trump feels confident. Maybe he feels confident to hit that bunker, destroy it, and maybe he has something up his sleeve with Putin. Here I am saying this, that, whatever. But again, Trump is smart. I know he's 79 years young, but he's still smart. Maybe he's a chess piece ahead and knows exactly what they're going to do next. Bomb Iran nonstop, Bruce says. Just keep going. Bomb them. Bomb them, take away their weapons, mass destruction, and then have a plan on Putin right after that. A lot of people are probably getting confused. What's Putin got to do with this? Russia is all in, not all in, but they were in with Iran. So, waste of money and life, somebody says. Yeah, I mean, again, we can go on and on. We're going to get all different comments, and you're going to have different comments from Republicans. You're going to have different comments from MAGA and different from moderate Democrats, and so on and so forth. The Bible. Amen, amen, and amen. And Debbie, amen. High five, fist bump to you. Yes, exactly. Yeah. God is in control. We don't have an explanation. I don't like to make this religious. I very seldom do it. By the way, I don't judge if you don't believe. Who am I? But believe in somebody. Your Uncle Vinny, I've always said that. But I believe we don't have the questions why people like, losing my dad early and this and that, don't feel sorry. My brother of cancer. Why so many kids, these school shootings, this and that, whatever. But God is in control in the situation. So thanks for bringing that up. But it's a situation that I'm confident that we have some smart people along with Donald Trump, including Marco Rubio. I say that name it over and over, and other ones. That's it. Amen, Martin. That's all we can do is hope for the best. And that's what we need to do, guys. I think on both sides of the party and independent, we'll start with that No King protest was the most ridiculous thing. I mean, I still don't understand that. I think all that does is more harm. I think that just leads into, I'm not blaming that on this. That's nothing to do with that, but it just brings more hate and more people being divided. I don't think that's the right way to go. And I believe in protest, peaceful protest, and voice your opinion in intercoms and this, that, calling a representative. I think the best way to protest is vote your party out. If you don't like Trump, then don't vote for him, right? And vice versa. If you don't want the Democrat president, you don't vote for him. There's no need to go to these people's homes and going nuts and taking people's lives, and no reason to call dictators in these names. And I'm not even referring to on here. I'm talking about newscasts and AOC and the rest of them. And on the Republican side, I get tired of it as well on some of the things they say. So we need more love, more prayers, and hope that this world is in a better direction for us and our children, our grandchildren, and if you don't have any, our future in general. Otherwise, we're not going to have America. So with that said, guys, let's hope for the best. Thank you for coming in tonight. I appreciate you guys. Once again, we're a homeless channel. We help out when we can on here. I'll be live tomorrow. I think we do have a cool down in Las Vegas by Thursday, like you guys carry on other places. It's been 109 today. I think tomorrow 108. I think by the meteorologist by Friday it'll be cooler. I'm going to be out there giving out water. Make sure they have lots of water, Lemon J, particularly in this heat. Heat index is like 125, 130. I'm talking about the homeless here. If you don't live in Las Vegas, you live somewhere that's very hot, help them out with a bottle of water when you can. And hopefully we can spread the word of homeless here. I think more people are coming on board on helping out the homeless, at least here in Las Vegas. I think more people are watching my videos, watching other videos and YouTubes and Facebooks, and we come together and help out these poor people. Democrats, Republicans, gay, straight, black and white, and Hispanic, you name it, they're out there and they're desperately need help. And it doesn't always mean money. It just means a friend, a voice, a water, a coffee. With that said, guys, thank you for your donations and thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. I'm a little later tonight because of my job and this, that, whatever. I'd probably be a little earlier tomorrow, but probably in the house again. God bless everybody. Let's stay tuned. If anything breaks, I'll come back on. I'm very confident the outcome's going to be very good. God bless everybody. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you. God bless, Lemon J. Have a good night. Thank you for your support, Lemon J. It's not on notice. Good night, Shannon. Martin, God bless you. Take good care of yourself and your family. Good night, guys.